Hey everybody, I'm back with another report from Portugal. It's March 4th and I spent the morning just over there at Supertubos on the beach. The waves are smaller than yesterday, but it's still in the overhead to double overhead range and really good. I have two interviews queued up for you right now. One was with Betty Lou and the other with Gabriela Bryan. We'll let them tell you more about the conditions and I'll come back with a full Supertubos report. Let's check it out. That tube was sick. I was like, who is that?
Thank you. I was happy to get one. It's pretty hard to find one that's like not going to be too walled up.
Well, it looked like you got kind of collapsed in the barrel, but you were good.
Yeah, I was a bit warbly, but sure.
Yeah, it was awesome. Hey everyone, hey, this is Old Surf Dad, and I'm with Betty Lou Sakura Johnson, fresh out of the water. How was the surf today?
The surf was actually really fun. Super clean, great conditions, and awesome peaks.
Nice. So, is there anything in particular that you're working on in your surfing out here at Peniche?
For me, probably just knowing where to sit and identifying the right waves and kind of just having key wave selection. It's probably what I'm working most out here because it's a beach break and you want to find those little corners.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, who do you think is your toughest competitor here?
Oh, honestly, I think everyone is a tough competitor. There's not one particular. We all surf really good. That's why we're all here. And
Facts.
I think it's just, every heat's a battle. There's no easy way.
Yeah, for sure. So my last question is, on the men's side, who do you think are the favorites?
Like, favorites in what way?
Well, okay, so I run a fantasy league.
Uh-huh.
Who are we going to pick out there? Who would you pick if you were doing a fantasy league for WSL?
Ooh, wow. Well, I'd have to say to pick the last year's champion, Griffin Calabito. He did amazing last year. But yeah, it's really hard to pick guys. They're amazing. Definitely depends on forecast, I'd say. If it's barreling, maybe pick someone who's better in the barrel. But if it's going to be a little grindier, maybe like Felipe Toledo, or, I don't know, they're all amazing. They all have it down. They have everything down. Yeah.
Great. Hey, really appreciate it. Thank you. Yes. Sometimes this thing focuses. I want to make sure it's focused on you and not some old guy. All right, awesome. All right, so we're here with Gabriela Bryan, who just got out of the surf. How is it out there?
It's pretty fun. Definitely, it's good that it has some size and there's so many different banks or sections, and really fun. I think it's going to be a really great contest.
I do too. The surf forecast looks pretty good. There's a few windy days. I was wondering if there's anything. Wait, is this your first time surfing here?
No, I came here last year, so it's my second trip here.
Okay, dumb question. Hey, Old Surf Dad, edit that part out. And that's the beauty of editing.
Yeah.
Is there anything in particular that you're working on here in Peniche and your surfing?
I'm always trying to improve, and I think here specifically, I don't know, it's just a really great place. You got to get in a good rhythm here and give yourself lots of opportunities, and I think that's probably one of my main focuses is giving myself lots of opportunities, because once I get the waves, I'm very confident in my surfing.
Yeah. I could see that. You got some great waves this morning. Who do you think are your biggest competitors here?
Everyone's so good. It's like everyone on tour, all the girls at this level, everyone's really good. So anybody I draw is going to be hard, but there's definitely a few standout girls, especially in beach breaks. And Tati won here last year, so she's really good. And like I said, every girl.
Yeah, for sure. On the men's side, if you were to have to pick someone in your fantasy league, who would be your top picks?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't even play fantasy, so I don't know. Probably Federico. He's a wild card here, and he's from here, or from Portugal, so he'd probably be one of my picks. Or Felipe or Gabriel. I mean, they're so good in beach breaks. They move around and can do anything on any size wave.
Yeah, facts. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. So it's interesting, when I asked both of them the question who their biggest competitor it was, they said everyone. And I don't think they were ducking my question. I think they were right. I spent the morning watching half of the women's CT out in the water, and everyone was ripping. And I wrote notes today. Tati was out. She had a couple nice backhand snaps and some barrels. Brisa Hennessy, Bella was out. Betty Lou probably got the barrel of the morning. She was bouncing around inside of one. It was pretty epic. Gabriela Bryan was the first one out, and she looks solid. I mean, her turns are tight. She's charging big waves. And, and Katie Simmers was out. And Katie looked super comfortable. She had this kind of beach break, cold oceanside sort of environment. Suits her really well. I'm probably going to pick her. And finally, yellow jersey wearing Molly Picklum was out as well. And she probably got the most waves in wave count. On the men's side, we had Leo, Kaio, Rio, the Pupos. Anyone who ends in O was basically out. I was talking to one of the photographers on the beach, and we both agreed Kaio's probably the most well-known, underrated guy. You guys know I've talked about him as a dark horse at just about every event, and I wouldn't normally pick him for this event. He's just surfing really well. Elo was back out and getting some waves, getting some tubes, and he did a couple of airs. I think the main thing I walked away with is that the Pupos were surfing unreal. And it's funny, they both surf a little bit different, slightly different style, but I can tell you they were taking back-to-back set waves and absolutely ripping. I mean, there's going to be a lot of clips that come from that session from those two guys. You're probably wondering, all right, where's the rest of the men's CT? Well, some of them haven't arrived, and the women's CT as well, but some of them are out surfing other waves. There's so many waves around here. As soon as the wind switches, there's another wave and another point around another corner. So I know Kelly is elusive and has his waves. Kanoa lives here and has his spots. So I think it might be a little harder to get footage or have interviews with these people until it gets closer to the event. We're supposed to have rain tomorrow. Tomorrow might be a rain day. I may take the day off and actually make my picks from this balcony. We'll see. Anyway, Old Surf Dad signing out. Thanks for watching.